Good morning. This is Pastor Jeff. These are our readings for Monday, July 25th, 2022. Our psalm reading is going to be from Psalm 55, 16 through 23. Our Old Testament reading is going to be from the book of Esther, chapter 5, verses 1 through 14. And then our New Testament reading is going to come from the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 16. And it's going to sneak into chapter 3, at chapter 3, verse 1. Let us listen in to the scriptures for the day. Psalm 55. I call to God, God will help me. At dusk, dawn, and noon, I sigh, deep sighs. He hears, he rescues. My life is well and whole, secure in the middle of danger. Even while thousands are lined up against me, God hears it all, and from his judge's bench puts them in place. But set in their ways, they won't change. They pay him no mind. And this, my friends, betrayed his best friends. His life betrayed his word. All my life I've been charmed by his speech, never dreaming he'd turn on me. His words, which were music to my ears, turned to daggers in my heart. Pile your troubles on God's shoulders. He'll carry your load. He'll help you out. He'll never let good people topple into ruin, but you, God, will throw the others into a muddy bog. Cut the lifespan of assassins and traitors in half, and I trust you. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Esther, chapter 5. 3 days later, Esther, dressed in royal robes, and took up a position in the inner court of the palace, in front of the king's throne. The king was on his throne, facing the entrance. When he noticed Queen Esther standing in the court, he was pleased to see her. The king extended the golden scepter in his hand. Esther approached and touched the tip of the scepter. The king asked, "And what's your desire, Queen Esther? What do you want? Ask, and it's yours, even if it's half my kingdom." "If it pleases the king," said Esther, "let the king come with Haman to a dinner I prepared for him." "Get Haman at once," said the king, "so we can go to dinner with Esther." So the king and Haman joined Esther at dinner that she had arranged. As they were drinking the wine, the king said, "Now what is it that you want? Half of my kingdom isn't too much to ask. Just ask." And Esther answered, "Here's what I want. If the king favors me and is pleased to do what I desire and ask, let the king and Haman come again tomorrow to the dinner that I will fix for them. Then I will give a straight answer to the king's question." Haman left the palace that day happy, beaming, and then he saw Mordecai sitting at the king's gate, ignoring him, oblivious to him. Haman was furious with Mordecai, but he held himself in and went on home. He got his friends together with his wife Zeresh and started bragging about how much money he had, his many sons, all the time that the king had honored him, and the promotions to the highest position in the government. "On top of that," Haman continued, "Queen Esther invited me to a private dinner she gave for the king, just the three of us, and she's invited me to another one tomorrow. But I can't enjoy any of it when I see Mordecai the Jew sitting at the king's gate." His wife Zeresh and all of his friends said, "Build a gallows 75 feet high. First thing in the morning, speak with the king. Get him to order Mordecai hanged on it. Then happily go with the king to dinner." Haman liked that. He had the gallows built. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of Colossians, chapter 2. Starts with verse 16, and we'll go through chapter 3, verse 1, and actually we'll sneak into verse 2 with us doing it from the Message. "So don't put up with anyone pressuring you in details of diet, worship services, or holy days. All these things are mere shadow casts before what was to come. The substance is Christ. Don't tolerate people who try to run your life, ordering you to bow and scrape, insisting that you join their obsessions with angels, and that you seek out the visions. There's a lot of hot air. That's all they are. They're completely out of touch with the source of life. Christ, who puts us together in one piece, whose very breath and blood flow through us. He is the head, and we are the body. We can grow up healthy in God only as He nourishes us. So then, if with Christ you've put all that puffed up and childish religion behind you, why do you let yourself be bullied by it? Don't touch this. Don't taste that. Don't go near this. Do you think that there are here today and gone tomorrow are worth that kind of attention? Such things sound impressive if said in a deep enough voice. They even give the illusion of being pious and humble and austere. But they're just another way of showing off, making yourselves look important. So if you're serious about living this new resurrection life with Christ, act like it. Pursue the things over which Christ presides. Don't shuffle along, eyes to the ground, absorbed with the things right in front of you. Look up. Be alert to what is going on around Christ. That's where the action is. See things from His perspective. And here ends our readings for the day.